Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm super excited. We got a new marathon for JK, and this is dedicated to David Johansen. This is a David Johansen tribute, and I think I know who David Johansen is just from the little explanation here that JK gave to me. And there's a picture. I think this is someone I remember just by I think I've watched the movie what is it called? He mentioned it here with Bill Murray, Scrooged, and I think there's a cab driver, and that is David Johansen. And so I do know who we're talking about. It says here, hi Nick, David Johansen died February 28th at the age of 75. He co-founded the glam punk band New York Dolls and sang lead vocals from 1972 to 1978. Then followed a solo career until he invented a new persona for himself as a lounge singer called Buster Poindexter. That's so funny because I know a channel that we were on. They invited us when we had about 300, 400 subscribers, and it said, "Have you met NicknLex?" And it was called the Poindexter Lounge. So a little bit of a connection there. Called the Poindexter in the late 80s. He was also a successful actor, best known for appearing with Bill Murray in Scrooged, and I think he's the cab driver. I think he's like a zombie. I don't remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm getting this wrong. It says I'm requesting 3 very different songs from his 3 phases as a singer. We're going to start it off with the punk song Personality Crisis from their debut album New York Dolls from 1973, produced by Todd Rundgren. Then we're going to switch over to the new wave song Melody from the solo album In Style from 79. And then we're going to watch a video that I'm going to pull up. It's called Hot, Hot, Hot by Buster Poindexter, 1987. This was his biggest hit, largely due to the music video. Bill Murray makes a brief appearance here. Wonderful. Thank you so much, JK. I appreciate all that information, of course. And without further ado, let's get into the marathon. Let me just pull up a few things here. I'll be right back, okay? All right, here we go with the first song, Personality Crisis, the New York Dolls. Hope you enjoy. Thank you again.
Well, we can't take her this way.
I love it. It's like I don't know. This is like a mix between um, it is punk rock, but it has like this beautiful like blues, injection. Uh, I don't know, like really really cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed this track. The whole like band vibe here, the New York Dolls, is definitely something I'm gonna be checking out. And so I'm having like a mental kind of like one of those Mandela effects, Mandela like things. So I was like looking at the pictures. I was like, wow, this guy really looks like Mick Jagger, and just when he was younger. I then suddenly I see like, isn't he in the movie with Emilio Estevez? And I'm like, yes, he's in a movie with Emilio Estevez, Free Jack, right? And then I'm like, oh my God, who's in this movie? Mick Jagger is in this movie. They're both in this movie. So that's like, I'm like mind blown, because I was like, I could have sworn that, yeah, there it says he's Brad. David Johansen is in Free Jack. And it's like a sci-fi. I've always been like a fan of those kind of movies. But it's also, where's Mick Jagger? So Anthony Hopkins is in the movie, or is it just David Johansen who looks like Mick Jagger? Let me see. I'm so confused. I could have sworn that Mick Jagger is in this movie. Yes, he is in this movie. It says, why is Mick Jagger in Free Jack? So I need a picture of both of them in this movie, and then I'm gonna be like, free. So Free Jack, Mick Jagger, who plays who, right? And David, because they do have a little bit of like the same face. David Johansen. Okay. Wow. This is so bizarre. Like, when I look at the cast of Free Jack, where is Mick Jagger? Is he not credited in this movie? He's literally on the cover. Oh, there he is. Victor. Yeah, he's like the main guy. He's like the main villain. But yeah, I mean, David Johansen, they do have a similarity. I think only when they were young. As they got older, they do have different facial structures, I guess. And also David was also in a movie with in the 80s. I'm looking here. And I always like to geek out with films, So we just watched the Oscars yesterday, by the way, which had Mick Jagger. He gave out the Oscar for Best Song. And they wanted to hire Bob Dylan, but he said no. He's in a movie with one of my favorite actresses from the 80s and 90s, Michelle Pfeiffer. She's just to die for. I mean, she's actually still at, I mean, I don't know how old she is now, but she's 66. She's just wonderful. I've always been a huge fan of her. I think the first time I saw her was in Batman Returns as Catwoman, and I was just enamored forever. She's also played the best Catwoman to date, and I think forever. There's never going to be anybody who comes close. Okay, this was great. This was a wonderful introduction into the band, the New York Dolls. Like I said, this almost this honky tonk blues, but with that obviously strong like punk influence, you know, and very loud. And so, what does it say here? Oh god, another connection to Mick Jagger. It says here, the New York Dolls created punk rock before there was a term for it, building on the Rolling Stones, dirty rock and roll, a bastardization of brill building pop, the Stooges, anarchic noise, and the glam rock of David Bowie and T-Rex. The New York Dolls created a new form of rock that was presaged both punk rock and heavy metal. Wow, that's so cool. All right, let's now we're gonna switch gears and we're gonna go directly to David Johansen by himself, from the album In Style, still in the 70s, and this is called Melody. Let's go. Again, reminds me a little bit of Mick Jagger, even the style. I don't know if there's a connection. You let me know. You guys are the pros. Maybe I'm just like overthinking it too much, but really different here, of course. A different style of music, not the punk rock, you know, that we heard first, but great, catchy, super catchy, you know, simple, memorable, you know, easy to follow, really good. I really liked it. As a solo artist, let's check out here what he did as a solo artist. I'm interested how much he recorded. Let's see. Now, sometimes Spotify doesn't have everything, but here's another picture of him. I can't get over it. Maybe they're like secretly brothers or something. So let's see. Okay, so on Spotify we have the debut, and we have the second in style. Then we have a live album. Live It Up. It's not live. And then a huge hiatus until 2000. Then we have 2002. And then these are almost like, I think these are... I don't know. Like, this is 2007, but he looks too young. He looks just like in the 70s. So, well, it's not so important, you know. But we can check here on Wikipedia. Let's see. Let's open up Wikipedia. Okay. The IMDb. I'm on IMDb. All right, here is David Johansen. All right, let's check it out. So, okay. So we have acting, we have solo career, we have the Buster Poindexter, we have, let's see here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4 albums. And we have 2 live albums, and then singles, like a lot. And that, but also, like, this is just as a solo artist. We have also as the Poindexter albums, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then movies, a lot of movies. So mainly in the 80s and 90s. And good stuff, like memorable stuff. Yeah, he also had a supporting role with Mick Jagger and Emilio Estevez in the movie Free Jack. So that's the only one that I've seen of the bunch. He has been in Miami Vice, Let It Ride, Scrooged, of course. The Jim Henson Hour. Okay, I love Jim Henson. Tales from the Dark Side, the movie. A Very Merry Christmas. I remember that. I remember when that came out. Very deadpan, dry humor. I mean, just like typical humor from Bill Murray, you know. My favorite Ghostbuster. I guess I don't know, maybe my favorite Ghostbuster would be what's his name in Ray? Ray? Was it Ray Stantz? Something? Ghostbusters, let's see. Names. I know there's Egon Spengler. Then Winston Sedmore, of course. Ray Stantz, yeah. I think Ray Stantz, and then Peter Venkman. I love them all. They're just so legendary. This whole movie is just perfect. And the second one, I love the second one as well. I had the pleasure of meeting the villain of the second Ghostbusters, the guy who's in the painting. My dad knew him from back in Germany. He was called Prinz von Homburg, and he actually is in Die Hard, in the first Die Hard, as one of the henchmen that take off the Nakatomi Plaza. But he was the lead main guy in Ghostbusters 2. I think his name was Vigor. Was it Vigor? Ghostbusters 2. Vigo. Yeah, Vigo. So the actor, and then And it's so funny because when we met him, he's like, "Hey, have you?" And he only spoke German. His English was not very good. And he's like, "Hey, guy, have you guys, my brother and I, back in Mexico, Vigo the Carpathian, he's like, have you seen Ghostbusters?" And we're like, yes, 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 I'm in it. And we're like, no, no, no. And this is before the internet, so he didn't really have like a way of showing us. But he's like, I'm the guy in the picture. I'm the bad guy. I'm the villain. And we were just blown away. But yeah, he unfortunately died in Puerto Vallarta, back in like the early 2000s. I don't know what, I guess something, unfortunately, I think drug related, an overdose or something. But yeah. So yeah, Wilhelm von Homburg, that was his real name. Or Prince von Homburg. There it is. You can Google him. All right, so that's my trivia for Ghostbusters. So let's check out the video. So give me one moment. All right, here we go with Buster Poindexter, hot, hot, hot. Here we go. All right, and play.
Some of you older kids may remember this. About 15 years ago, as a matter of fact, I was in a band called the New York Dolls. Now look at some of these outfits. I mean, we used to wear some really outrageous clothes. You know, these heavy metal bands in LA don't have the market cornered on wearing their mother's clothes. So now, like, I'm into this really refined and dignified kind of a situation. I'm playing music that's so soft and sweet. I mean, you can sit by the fireplace and listen to it. You can have a little glass of wine, maybe, or you could even have dinner with this music. Come on, I'll show you.
Oh my God.
Party people all around me feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh, what to do on a night like this? Eating sweet, I can't resist. We need a party song, a fun, a better jam. So we got a bum, bum, bum. Yeah, we're a bum.
Let's just play it.
Feeling hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh, Lord. Así, chicas. See people rocking, hear people chanting, feeling hot, hot, hot. Keep up the spirit. Come on, let's do it. Feeling hot, hot, hot. It's in the air, celebration time. Music
There he is.
sweet, captivate your mind. We have this party song, this fundamental jam. So we got bum bum bum. Yeah, we're bum bum bum. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Oh, Lord. ¡Ay, qué rico! ¡Ole, ole, ole, ole! ¡Ole, ole, ole, ole! ¡Ole, ole, ole, ole! ¡Ole, ole, ole, ole! People in the party, hot, hot, hot! People in the party, hot, hot, hot! They come to the party, know what they got. They come to the party, know what they got. I'm hot, you're hot, he's hot, she's hot. I'm hot, you're hot, he's hot, she's hot. Real hot, real hot, real hot, real hot. How you feeling? Hot, hot, hot.
My mind is blown. My mind is blown. Okay. I mean, okay, wow. I lived in Mexico. I lived on the beach in Mexico. So obviously I've heard this before. I never paid any attention, of course. And I thought this was some like Puerto Rican band, not a white guy, yeah, like a New Yorker. I don't know, but is he a New Yorker? Well, it doesn't really matter. That's the legendary stuff right there. I've heard this song, but different versions and just like cut in and that Mama Play. It's so funny. Alexa and we sometimes just sing that out of the blue. We have no idea why. It's just such a catchy thing to sing, you know? Feeling hot, 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 you know? Oh my God. I never knew that this was him. I didn't know it was him in this different persona. I thought this was some like Cuban or Puerto Rican music. The way he rolls his R. I mean, you have to like learn Spanish to do that. That was hilarious. And then I loved that it looked like Times Squares. I don't know if it was, but that hallway looked like almost like a set from like Big Trouble in Little China. I don't know. Very, very cool. My mind is officially blown. I had no idea that he was the one singing the song. But right now, when Alexia comes home, I almost want to make a video just like with her. I might do it. I don't know. I just need to time it. But this would be, I think she would be totally, but it would have been obviously cool, the whole like other music. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to show it to her privately off camera. This was just like, this blew my mind because I've heard this before. I mean, and I can say, yes, I did live under a rock for a long time, but this song is the tropics, man. This is like the stuff that I used to hear when I worked in, in hotels as a, activities guy, that's the music they would put on, that's so cool. So thank you so much, JK. This was a wonderful marathon and tribute to David. So I hope you're happy with this. I hope everybody is happy. I hope we had some fun, and people are gonna remember him for being this. He almost looked like Jim Carrey. Like it's almost like Jim Carrey took his persona and the mask, like the faces he makes, and he had also like this really like this face, So he is from New York, and he died in New York. So yeah, so I was right. But I wasn't really like sure. But this ole 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 ole. I mean, I've heard this so many times, like I can't even remember how many times. But this Mama Playa, feeling hot. We've sung that so many times. It's crazy. I think I'm gonna show it to Alexia off camera. If not, then you'll see. But probably, I can't really promise you like that I can make a video of this with her. Maybe like a second reaction. I don't know, but I just want to see what she says. I don't know. You guys will see. But again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. This was wonderful. Great tribute. Thank you for the idea, JK. I appreciate it so much. And I'll see you all in the next one.